Hello and welcome to Keith's channel. Today I would like to talk about the COVID-19 and the subsequent quarantine and shelter-in-place policy around the world. This is a time for prayer to God the Almighty. For non-monotheistic people, it's time to pray to the gods.
We got to pray just to make it today. I said we pray. Oh yeah, we pray.
For in God we shall find salvation not only in the after death, but also in this temporal world. It is a good way to kill time, examine our inner self, and more importantly, rebuild the links we have with God in this modern materialistic world. For those whose first thought is that it's kind of pointless, I kind of agree. God has shown to be very whimsical in what God will do, and most prayers and communications go unanswered. Of course, just because most of the time God is not with you doesn't mean God doesn't come at all. Furthermore, when God does communicate, God communicates lots of things at the same time like a babbling kid. There are those who blame China or USA for COVID-19. COVID-19 is a biological viral weapon according to them. I do not know what to believe. Fukushima was supposedly nukes exploded by the Israeli, which also means the 2004 Asian tsunami was created by nukes too. And September 11 was a CIA plot to blame Muslims according to Michael Moore. However, the proof of the pudding is the 511 LA earthquake, Los Angeles. This is supposed to happen before end of 2020, so it can only mean May 11 or November 5th, 2020. This will be the true sign of whether or not God really exists and wants me to preach. That is because the intelligence community couldn't possibly cause an earthquake to happen in the USA, as that would be akin to shooting itself in the foot. USA is a blessed country, and only the old God would dare to cause such a catastrophe on his soil. Of course, God could also give me the lottery numbers and I'll start preaching, because that was my original test of whether God exists or not. Bear in mind, I'm not talking about the man-made God that the intelligence community used as a password. That God might be capable of doing all the things I listed, but they will surely not cause an earthquake in LA. So I guess it all comes down to the earthquake in Los Angeles. For the faithful, stock up on rations in preparing for those dates I listed. For the unbelievers, skeptics, and generally atheists, I guess you go about your normal life. As for agnos like me, I will stock up and prepare myself for either eventuality that shall be definite. It's really scary when you think about it. The intelligence community using nukes just to fool the populace. God knows what else they are capable of. Anyway, as for the worst that could happen during this global epidemic, don't worry. China has shown this disease could be beaten. China has shown a total lockdown can reduce the amount of infections to zero. However, a word of caution, China has yet to resume life in Wuhan. And according to some commentators, the numbers from China are not reliable. But anyway, once China resumes life in Wuhan, then we will know how life would be affected by this disease. Would it go on as normal with sporadic infections here and there? Or would it cause massive infections to occur again? I personally believe China can make it, and that there won't be massive infections. Which means the rest of the world don't need to worry, because there is a tried and tested example of success against this disease. But just in case, we must prepare for the worst case scenario, which is hundreds of thousands dead by the end of this disease outbreak. Anyway, that's all for now. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Otherwise, do subscribe too. Thank you and God bless.